Hello everyone and welcome back to another Poppy Builds video. Yay! Today we are continuing the alphabet challenge in which we use the letter D. So D is going to stand for dilapidated, meaning run down, in a state of neglect. That's pretty much what dilapidated means, and I decided to go for a lowercase d instead of an uppercase D because I felt that that was very similar to B and the letter P when we get to it. So I decided to go for a lowercase d, and it's just going to be a house that has become run down. The owner, I just brought a random sim, but the owner, whoever has just bought this space, has decided to move in and renovate whilst living there. So you can absolutely live in this space. It's completely functional, but it is very run down. So D is for dilapidated. Welcome to the alphabet build. For the outside, I wanted it to look run down. I can't believe that that was a surprise to anyone watching, but that is the idea. I wanted it just to look like a space that has been neglected. That's the whole entire premise of this alphabet build, but is one that used to be previously very well cared for. Like, the only reason it has become neglected is because maybe the owners passed away and it just never had a new owner, or whatever you want to think. That's the reason why this house has become neglected. But that is it. It's only going to be a 1-bedroom home with a 1 bathroom. I initially was going to make the D smaller, like the hole in the center, but instead I decided to keep it the size that I had because I wanted it to be a challenge, and I thought I was cheating a little bit if I made it easier on myself. The only downside about this whole entire build is that this one stupid foundation block where the hole is would not turn into stilts. So when you see this build, there is just a cement foundation underneath the center, but when you look at it top down, it's completely empty. I cannot tell you why or how, but that was a glitch and I could not for the life of me get rid of it. But you can't see it anytime unless you're directly looking at it, so very unfortunate. I wish it could have gone away. It would have made the space look a lot more rundown, but it's stuck there, so that's what we have. Now for the windows and everything, I decided to go with the ones that had a bit of wear and tear. Again, dilapidated. We're looking for a rundown space, and I wanted the the walls and the flooring to look the same. I swear, I'm gonna say the word dilapidated. Disheveled would be a synonym for it. Disaster. That's the whole entire premise of the house. And I had so much fun building this because I really don't do rundown spaces. I normally do fully functioning spaces, but dilapidated builds are absolutely in the cards for the future. And if you have any recommendations of spaces that you want to see that are a little bit run down, please do let me know because I would love to build them. Also, if you have any suggestions for any of the letters, obviously we've done A, B, C, and D. I am struggling a lot with Q and E, which is next. I have a slight idea for what E is going to be, but like I just, on the tip of my mind, can't think of a lot of specific places that start with letters. Like G, grocery store, that's one. F, florist, that's what I'm doing for F, so that's a little teaser. But like D for me, this is why I did a dilapidated home, because I couldn't think of a space. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot about the word diner. Okay, well obviously I didn't do diner for D. We did dilapidated when it was much more fun than a diner. But damn, that would have been a good one. But anyway, E, I'm lost on what E could be. G, grocer, but I don't want to do a grocery, like a grocery store. Garage. Oh, dentist. But I don't have a dentist, so anyway, that could have been one. Like, I know places that start with D, but like dentist. And I feel like diner was similar to bar, so I make an igloo. Oh my gosh, I might make an igloo. No, that would be disrespectful because it would look like an eye, not a real igloo. Yeah, there's just a few letters I'm struggling with, so if you have any suggestions for places that actually start with those letters, please do let me know. Again, E I'm struggling with, Q. Maybe when the farming pack comes out, which I'm very excited about. I really, oh, I'm crossing my fingers so much that it actually is functional and good, because my favorite thing to do in The Sims is garden, and the farming pack for me holds so much potential. But if it did come out, then we could do Z for zoo or Z for zoo with all of the farming animals. So not a real zoo, but like a petting zoo. P for petting zoo. Okay, sorry. I need help. I've lost some ideas. But I really hope the farming expansion pack actually is good, because a lot of the packs that have come out recently, in my opinion, have not been tested. Bust the dust. Anyone bust the dust? I also know the Dream expansion pack, it's like you can just mess about and still succeed, which is not really how life works for careers. If you do a poor job, you're not going to get hired again, type of thing. But in the Dream expansion pack, you could turn the bathroom into a bowling alley and they would be very happy with it, despite no longer having a functional bathroom. So I just want a pack that has been fully tested, has some complexity to it for gameplay, so that I could actually do a bit of gameplay. Because I really don't do a lot of gameplay, because building's my favorite, and the build and buy stuff in it looks so beautiful. So beautiful. But I just want a bit more gameplay occasionally, especially with gardening, as again, it's my favorite thing to do in The Sims. Ah. I hope it turns out really well. I can't wait to watch the videos on it. But we will see how it turns out. I wish you could see my face. I have a face of like anxiety. I'm very anxious for this pack to not look terrible. So I hope it does actually turn out really well. And then that way we can use it for all of the alphabet builds and hopefully have some awesome gameplay. But there are some of the clothes in there, oh my gosh, the Creator Sim stuff I am so stoked for. There's a few packs now that I'm like actually intrigued in purchasing, but we'll be waiting for a while. The Courtyard one, the Dream expansion pack, and now this farming pack I think are 3 I really would like to buy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've become so content with the packs I have right now, but I think I'm gonna have to save up, but I think I might be buying them. On sale. Only on sale. OMG. Anyway, so thank you for letting me rant about those packs while we created this little overgrown, rundown area with lots of weeds, native flora and fauna, and then a little bit of rubbish just to show a bit of human impact. But that is that. I also threw some plants inside the interior to show some overgrowth from the outside into the inside, and some rocks and stuff, just because I thought they would suit the space. Now for the whole entire space, as you can see, this has been so much fun to just throw stuff at it and just it looks so cool. I love all of these bushes and everything, and I think it looks so nice. But what I really loved doing with this space interior wise is actually trying to figure out how to make it functional, because the outside was easy to make look run down without being functional, because that was the purpose. It was meant to look like a house that has been neglected. But in this, how I was building it, in my mind, it has just been bought. So soon this will become a home that is well loved and cared for. with no weeds. OMG. This would be a really awkward house to live in, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see what, if you decide to download this build, please, if you update it or change it, I would love to see what you guys do with it. But the person that's bought it has just moved in. He's like, well, or he or she would be like, well, why am I staying somewhere else when I already own a home? Didn't want to wait for the renovations. He said, I'm gonna do it. He or she, I don't know why I keep on prefacing he, they said that they're gonna come in and just go ham. Live in a state of disrepair whilst fixing it up. So hopefully they've had the a development builder come in and look if it's up to code. Which the answer is maybe. The bones are good. The bones are good in this house. Like, all of the windows aren't broken, so that's a win. So, like, what are you joking about? That's great. This here is the bedroom. Whoever's moving in does not have a washing machine, so their clothes are just scattered everywhere. I also wanted all of their furniture and stuff to also just be a little bit run down, as in they have a few nice things here and there, but are slowly and intentionally purchasing and rebuilding this space. So they do have like a nice bookcase and a nice dresser, but their bed is not that nice. So that's my idea behind how I was designing all of the furniture in this space, and I think it makes a lot of sense. And it's a completely functional space, I believe, but there should be nothing blocking it. So here's was like, I really want a bookcase, because again, I wanted this to be a functional space for you to play in and actually have some items that were useful. So I added a bookcase, but there's no like really run down bookcases that suited what I wanted. So this one I think was fine. And that was that. Yeah. But that's the bedroom. It looks beautiful in my opinion. And then out here, this space was always going to be the living room, which is what I made it. Surprise, surprise. And they do have a little TV. I don't know, I just think this has been so fun to make, like to build, and it's just been different. Like I've been doing a lot of suburban house builds recently, and this has just been so fun to mess about with and just do something fun and different. If I had the vampire pack, I would have had so many cracks up the wall, but alas I did not, so no cracks in the walls. So that's why we can say the foundation is solid. But again, this is totally a livable space. Now here was the tricky part. This is a very, very skinny space where I wanted to put in a kitchen. But I didn't really know if it was gonna look great. But I think it's fun, like your sim can walk through the space. It just took a long time to figure out how to do it, but it worked, which was a surprise. Very, very big surprise to me. And then here's like the little entryway with a sad little statue. I love that statue. Not when it turns into a clown. The man with the umbrella. And there's loads of skill building items in here. An easel, a TV, 2 bookcases, and a violin. Like, come on. It was a great place to live. No disrepair or anything. Nothing. It's fine. It's fine. But I love it. I think this was so fun. Ugh. But it was definitely tricky trying to figure out how to put in that kitchen. Very difficult. But as you can see, there's some functional and not run down things in here, which again really represents my concept when building this of someone's just moved in and they've brought some nice things with them and have not so many nice things, but it's a functional space and they're gonna plan on renovating it and bringing it back to its once beautiful glory. And I always wanted the space out here to be a little camper space. I think it just suits Oasis Springs very well. Oasis Springs. And that's pretty much the whole entire build. I'm just going to do a bit of terrain paint and add a rubbish bin. I think the dumpster actually, again, suits the space. They're gonna need a dumpster, a big bin, if they're gonna clean up this space. But that's... I'm pretty sure that's it, and then I also add one, I don't know what it's called, a HVAC unit. But hello and welcome to D is for Dilapidated. In we go. Da 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 da. Wow, what a beautiful entryway. And then through we go into our dining and kitchen space. Again, the kitchen has no fanciness to it, but it definitely could go with some counters. The kitchen is actually really massive. And there we go through. And this is our living room. Definitely loads of space for activities. And then our bathroom. Last but not least, the one bedroom in this home. That's very awkwardly shaped, but completely functional. And on we go until the outside with our beautiful little fire going and our barbecue grill. I absolutely loved building this. I think the disarray is very evident, the dilapidation, fantastic, and all in all, it was just a fun build to make. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed watching another installment in the Alphabet Build Challenge. I will see all of y'all soon. Bye!